The Delta variant is a combination of three variants: the Epsilon variant, the Gamma variant, and the Alpha variant. The Delta variant is among one of the most deadly variants of the COVID-19, and this Delta variant can infect people with COVID-19 who already had COVID-19 before, and this is also a more transmissible virus. So, my question was, what should the United States do to combat the Delta variant infections in the United States? Well, my answer is I have three distinct reasons. Number one, the United States should reinforce the mask-wearing policy indoors regardless of the person's vaccination status. My second reason is that the United States should help higher the vaccination rate among communities that are at higher risk, and also expand the amount of COVID testing taken in the US. My third reason is that the United States should create tighter travel restrictions to lower the amount of the Delta variant. My first reason is that the United States should reinforce the mask-wearing policy regardless of the person's vaccination rate. Washington Post on July 19th states that the United States have seen that the Delta variant cases is climbing up, and with the mask-wearing policy being enforced, it can help lower the amount of infections to people that are at higher risk, like the unvaccinated, elderly, and younger people. If the United States does this, like the Los Angeles is trying to reinforce that policy, as their COVID-19 of the Delta variant cases are very high, and other cities are also trying to re-implement this policy. If the United States creates this policy, it'll overall create a safer environment for people at higher risk. As I stated before, the unvaccinated, elderly, and young people. This will overall decrease the Delta variant cases in the United States. Moving on to my second reason. My second reason is that the United States should help increase the vaccination rate of communities at higher risk and expand the amount of COVID tests being taken. As it is shown that Dr. Fauci states in an interview that the Delta variant is 3 times more deadly than the Gamma variant, and it is causing a lot of COVID cases and deaths, as it is one of the most deadly variants. And creating the vaccination rate in communities that are at higher risk, this will decrease their outbreaks, leaving their communities safer and the people safer too. They should also create a higher COVID test rate, because if it's easier identified who has the Delta variant and who is safe, that can help separate the people with Delta variant from among the rest of the world, which can help decrease the Delta variant and help doctors treat them, which can overall decrease the Delta variant cases and one day maybe even eliminate them. So, moving on to my third reason. My third reason is that the United States should create tighter travel restrictions and flight restrictions. The manual on July 5th states that it was shown that the Delta variant is way more deadly, as I stated before. And creating tighter travel restrictions and pushing back traveling as the Delta variant increase grows. As everyone is enclosed in a space for over a course of hours, this can help spread the Delta variant among a group of people. And this can overall lead moreover to spreading the Delta variant to other countries and other places, which will not help decrease the spread of the Delta variant. If the United States enforces this policy of creating tighter travel restrictions and flight restrictions, and maybe even delaying it to going anywhere or coming to that, this will create less Delta variants coming to the US and going out of the US, as people would be more safe and the Delta variant cases would decrease. So, moving on to my conclusion. The Delta variant is a combination of three different variants: the Epsilon variant, the Gamma variant, and the Alpha variant. This is considered one of the most deadly variants among the United States. My question was, what should the United States do to combat against the Delta variant in the United States? My three reasons were that, number one, the United States should reinforce the mask wearing policy indoors regardless of the person's vaccination status. My second reason was that the United States should help have a higher increase rate of vaccination among communities that are higher risk and expand the amount of COVID tests being taken. My third reason was that the United States should create tighter travel restrictions and flight restrictions. So, with all of these three being implemented in the United States, this can overall create a decrease in the Delta variant and maybe even one day eliminate the Delta variant and save many people. So those were my three solutions on what the United States should do to rebound the Delta variant.